Giggly
Hey!
Witches. It is episode 48, or if we're still doing season 2, episode
Look at
15.
us, how far we've
Holla!
come. And the other day on my stories, it said 1 year ago, and it was like the time we are my archiving. It was so
Yeah,
we had to skip a couple weeks because of moving and travel, but we've been doing this for a
yeah,
year. Look at us.
yeah. And now we've been doing every other week
Exactly.
and
Oh, exactly.
whatever.
Which we keep forgetting to
Yeah.
mention. Giggly Witches. We're on an every other
Oh,
week
yeah.
schedule for now because we're busy little bees and we're doing more research intensive style episodes coming up. So we have a lot of fun stuff planned. But if you're like, what the heck? Where'd they go? Every other week. It's all we're doing
That's
that
where
now
we
for
went.
now. Maybe we'll
Yeah.
go back to weekly in the future,
We're
but
on a bi-weekly hibernation
yes.
basis.
Yes. We've got lots going on, but all good things. But
Yeah.
today we're going to get into the sacral chakra. We're going to revisit our little chakra series. But before we dive
Yay.
into that, we have to have a little silly goofy time.
Of
Pam and I were just
course.
talking about things we find overstimulating. Air conditioning.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Yeah. I know I have literally a fan on me at this moment, but I'm overheating and it's really hot, and I need it because I don't have my body doesn't know how to temperature
Yeah.
regulate. But we were just discussing like the
Ugh,
car air
I
conditioning.
can't.
Why are you facing me? Like, why are you pointed
Yeah.
at
Why
me?
you don't look at me? Don't touch me? How dare you? First off.
Yeah. But then, like, if you're too far away, now
Yeah.
I'm hot. So come back.
I cannot. There's no.
Come back.
Yeah, I have a really hard time regulating the car. I mean, usually I have all the fans on, but they're just pointed completely away from me because I cannot stand them
Different. Yeah.
touching,
Oh,
especially my face, but really any
oh,
part
I
of my
don't like
body.
on the face. I don't mind like when the windows are open, like that
Windows are
I
completely
like,
different. I like that.
but I don't like the
Yes.
air conditioned fan on
No.
my face.
And then if I'm a passenger princess and I'm futzing with the little directions of the fans, and then they're like, "Oh, are you cold?" And I'm like, "No, don't
Yeah.
change the air
Like
conditioner.
don't
It is hot. Leave
touch.
it. Don't look over here. Just let me
Yeah.
do what I need to do."
Yeah.
Point these all at
Or
you.
like the airplane fan.
Oh,
First of all, why are you so loud?
I this happened one flight, but like a guy had his on like right next to me, but it was pointed at me, and I'm so non-confrontational. I had to
Oh.
muster up so much courage to be like, "Excuse me, can you redirect that or turn it off?" So I was just freaking out. I was gonna have a
Well,
panic attack. I
literally,
think it
even
was
like
like on from like the previous passenger, so I don't think I don't think he did it,
yeah.
but I don't know, maybe it was like two people that knew each other and one person was really hot and needed two on or something. I don't know
Yeah.
the situation, but I was just like, I can't survive this. I don't know how people sleep with fans blowing on them. Like some people
Directly
have
on
to sleep
them,
with the
I
fan
don't.
blowing. That it makes me gag. It makes me
The only
nauseous.
time I did that was like when I was younger, we went to I say we, like my friend and I, we went to basketball camp at
Yeah.
Villanova.
Yeah.
So we were in the dorms with no AC in the summer.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you gotta pick your battles
That's
there where you're like, I'm either
when,
gonna overheat and sweat to death and
yeah.
just die because I'm so hot, or I'm gonna suffer through this fan being
When
on
I
on
was
me.
just in Medellin for a month, the temperature was like, it was like pretty mild, but some nights it was like hot during the day and cool at night. It was very nice, but like some nights would get hot, and I lived not I was like a busy street adjacent, so I couldn't really keep the window open to help with that because there was just noise. It was
Safety?
enough noise to
Oh,
bother me.
yeah.
The room was also small, so but I needed the fan on, but it couldn't be blowing on me even a little bit, and it was just very like like I was futzing with it like a crazy person. So I was like, the air needs to blow right next to me, so if I want to stick a leg out and get in the stream a little bit to cool off, but it can't be on me all night.
You can like sleep with like your legs out of the covers.
Well, if I get hot, I can stick one out for a little bit, but then it has to go back under.
But the monsters,
Well, sometimes you have to risk it for the temperature. it's complicated, you know?
Yeah.
It's complicated. I feel like I fear the monsters less as I get older.
I do too, but the covers are still safe zone. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
once
yeah.
you exit the safety
Sure. Then
of
they
your
can get you.
covers, then that's
Them's
when
the
they
rules.
yeah.
It's a free for all. They're like,
Yeah.
she did it, everybody go get her.
Literally.
I do. If it is, because like, it just depends on. Well, it depends on the area you're in a country too. Because like in California, like a lot of places don't have air conditioners by the
Yeah.
beach because it's very cool here. Like I don't have an air conditioner because it's very cool. But anyways, different countries too. Like a lot of them just don't
Oh
have air
yeah.
conditioners.
Yeah.
Um, whatever. And so if I was like, if it was so hot and I'd be sleeping and even a fan was, it's still gonna be pretty hot, like, and I knew I would have the sheet, but even that would be too much. Like I literally will like look under the bed before I go to sleep, like I'm 9. Be like, just checking for
Just
peace of mind,
making sure.
because you never know.
No, you never know. The one thing about that that always like freaks me out more now than even the monsters that are under
Yeah,
the bed is
it's not even a monster. I'm just convinced there's like a guy under there, you
that's what
know,
I was
like
gonna
like
say.
an
So
actual guy, a man, a
So when
human
I
man.
was in college, my roommate sent me this article, and was like that in this New York City apartment, this man was living under this girl's bed and would come out and like shower and use the bathroom and all the things like
Girl, how are you
when
sleeping through that?
when she went to work.
Oh, I thought while she was asleep. I was like, how's she sleeping through that?
Oh,
Okay,
no.
when she went to work.
Like
I
when
was
she
like,
went to work. So that also kind of lives rent free in my brain.
I feel like I need to look under my bed right now just to make sure nothing's going on under
No,
there.
I literally dropped something. I started taking my allergy medicine at night, and then of course I have nerve damage, so sometimes I just drop things. Um,
Sure.
and so I dropped the entire pill bottle, and I was like, "Well, gotta pick those up in the morning because I'm
There's
not going under there."
I'm not messing
I'm
with that
not
after
taking
dark.
that.
No way. No
So
way. You can't get
that's
me trying to lure me under the
yeah.
bed.
So
Oh my God.
that was my last night. Was this morning? I was like, "Why?" Oh, right, right, right. It's like
Like, oh, sure,
there
sure, sure.
medication all over my floor.
Medication.
What happened here?
Oh my God. Okay. This isn't really silly goofy, but I finished the first 2 books. What's the series? What do you call this
A Court of
series?
Thorns and Roses.
It is, okay, because
Yeah,
that's the name of the first book, and then
yeah.
I actually don't know the names of any of the books. I just been reading them.
The
A
second one
Court
is A
of
Court of Mist and Fury,
Okay, so
and
I
then the
just
one you're
finished that
reading
one.
now is A Court of War and something. Wings and Ruin. Wings and Ruin is the third
It's
one.
pink, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Look, I have this is it's so good. I knew it would be because everybody has been
Yeah.
begging me to read it for like literal years, I think.
Yeah.
And I would always say I'd be like, I want to so bad, but I have to choose wisely because I get so consumed by books that I can't eat, sleep, go to the bathroom, do anything. And it's hard for me. Like as a child, I would get grounded from my books because I wouldn't listen to my parents. Like they'd be like, it's time for dinner. And I would just ignore them, ignore them, ignore them. They wouldn't do anything. I'd be like, leave me at home, do whatever you guys are doing. I'm reading. It's so anyways, so it's been pretty hard over here. I can't do anything. No, I've been doing okay with that. But it made me so happy because I haven't experienced. I was in the second half of the second book when things are
Hmm.
getting really good.
Yeah. Okay. Spoiler alert. If you haven't read ACOTAR, fast forward like 5 minutes.
Oh, I'm not gonna say anything about the book. And just that things are getting really good. And No, but this is a silly goofy because when I was a kid, this is not a healthy thing to do. When I was a kid, I would like be on the verge of peeing my pants because I would be like I'd be in such a good part of the book and I'm like I can't get up. And that's what happened to me the other night. I was up till 2 a.m. I had to pee for like 2 hours but I was like I can't stop reading. And I was just going, 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 going.
I take the book with me.
I
Like
could
I
just go.
literally
I know I could. I could, but I like literally am like glued. It's like I can't tear myself away.
no, like I
Um
literally walk like this. Like I'm
I
walking
know.
to the bathroom and reading and then
Yeah. I used to do that walking around when I would be reading when I was camping and my family was like, you have to come with us. It's 2:22 on my clock right now. I'd be like, okay, but I'm not going to stop reading. But anyways, I know I could do that. But it's like it's like I can't get up. I can't get up until I'm like done. And I was like, oh, that hasn't happened to me since I was a kid reading Harry Potter for the first time.
Hmm.
That's how good this book is.
They are really good.
Like that hasn't happened to me where I'm so consumed that I literally am like glued and I'm like tunneled in and like I cannot even like I can't even understand my body, my bodily needs and functions. I'm just like in it.
Okay,
I'm
now
like,
I
oh,
can't wait for you to read the
that hasn't
rest of
happened
them.
since the first time reading every Harry Potter book. That's what would happen. I would just shut myself in my room the day they came out, and my family knew don't talk to her, don't offer her anything, just let her be.
Yeah,
And I would just read it straight through. Um, so it just made me really happy to be so consumed by a book like that again, even
I
though I
love
should
that.
use the bathroom and it's not healthy to do
Yeah.
that.
Especially you,
Don't
your
do that.
kidneys.
I'm. It made me think. Is that why my kidneys got all messed up? Because I used to do that as a child. Probably contributed to it. Probably didn't help. But yeah. Oh my God, it's so good. And then it was so funny because my friend Claire is a big reader too. And she came to hang out yesterday and we went to the beach and stuff. But her and Pam both have been, like text me when you get to certain parts and how's it going and whatever. And so I finished the book while we were at the beach, and then she was like, "Okay, now we have to like." She's like, "I gotta send you these TikToks of Valaris, and I have to show you this fan art on Pinterest." And we were going through all this, and we're both crying because
I
I've just
can't
finished it. And
wait.
I'm all emotional. Oh, oh my God. Anyways, so that's what's been going on with me. Been reading. I'm really
You have
happy.
to okay, let me know when you're done with this series in like 4 more days. And then
I know. I'm like, I'm gonna go be social tonight. I'm like, I don't know. I have a lot of book to read,
that's how
so
I feel a lot of the time, especially when
I'm
it's
gonna bring it with me.
like you've been waiting for the book to come out. You're like, well,
Yeah,
I don't want
clear
to
the
hang out
calendar.
with you. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Like, love
yeah.
ya. I'd
But
rather sit at home and
I,
read my book.
I have to
I'll send you my backgrounds. I have a whole on YouTube, my whole
yeah, yeah, yeah. Send those to me. When we were cooking dinner last night. We put on one that was like Valaris.
yeah. Yeah. And I'd
But
like to have like a little projector. You can like put it on your ceiling
oh,
while you're
that's a good idea.
reading. So it's the
Oh,
whole
that's a good
vibe.
idea.
It's very nice.
Ooh, I should get a little projector. But oh, what was I gonna say? I don't know, but that's been great.
So then next you have to read Throne of Glass, which is a real commitment, to be honest. It's like 9 books, 8 books or something like
Oh
that.
wow. Okay.
And they're big. They're big
Oh
boys.
wow.
The last one is
Okay.
like 1,000 pages.
Wow.
Um, and that's the one that you like tandem read the second and third to last ones. You like have to you tandem read them. I'll
Oh
send you the
wow.
graph for that one.
Oh boy. Okay.
Ask Claire if she's read that and then tell her
I
to
feel like
message
she
me.
probably
And
has,
then
yeah.
and then you read that one. That one I liked. It's very world buildy. It's very like
Yeah.
it's a less uh horny.
Mm.
Um,
Ah,
more very world buildy, but you have to read that one next, and then after that, then start reading Crescent City,
okay.
and they all kind of mesh together, and they're all separate
It's
series,
very
separate
exciting.
worlds, but you read things and you're like, oh, that's what
Okay.
this is.
Okay.
They all tie back
Well,
to each other.
I'm having a really good time.
And
And
then
the
after
most,
that, after then after that, you have to read the Empyrean series, the Fourth Wing,
oh yeah, I'm excited
the
for
dragon.
that
Yeah, yeah,
because I love dragons.
yeah. That was good.
I
I
love
literally read the
dragons.
first two books in like 24 hours.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so
I
yeah.
just I think I told you that. I think it was when we were working though. I just thrifted one of
Oh yeah.
my second favorite series. Well, it might be I don't know anymore, but historically my second favorite series after Harry Potter is the Aragon books that are based around dragons.
Yeah.
And I just and I feel like I love the dragons in Harry Potter. I love dragons.
Me
Like
too.
I just reposted a repost of like a thread that was like, if dragons were real, I'd be such a horse girl for dragons. It's like that is so real.
Yeah.
I love them. So I can't wait for those. But yeah, no, I have to like be strict with myself where I'm like, okay, I can't start reading until sunset, until the sun goes down. Because otherwise because in the morning I'm like, I could just read a little bit with my coffee. And then it's like 4 hours later and I'm like, oh
No, I have an
no.
alarm on my phone for the morning,
Yeah.
that says, okay,
I
put
just
the
get
book down.
lost. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I could try that, but I don't know if I have the strength. I've been staying up
Well,
so
that's
late too. I've been staying up so late, like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. because I'm reading and I just
mm,
can't. And also I've been working on I really like the art project. So like every other night I'll like read and then the other night I'll like do my art project. Um because it's very tedious and taking forever. But anyways, been a little bit of a night bird, not a night bird, a night owl.
now.
Night owl. Night bird always comes up every time. I don't know what that's about. A morning bird. No. Early bird. That's
Yeah.
where that comes from. Early bird. Early
Yeah.
bird gets the
That's
worm.
what they say.
That's what they say. So, yeah. I remember what I was gonna say is it's so fun because I've just been posting on my stories little tidbits of like, oh my God, this, but whatever. And it's just so fun to talk to everybody in my DMs because but they're like,
Yeah.
when I posted it was just a reaction video of me like freaking out. And everyone was like, chapter 54 and 55. I was like, and actually that video was not that freak out. This one was earlier. It was like 42 or something, but also the same reaction for
Yeah.
those chapters. Absolutely. I was pacing my apartment. I was just like just silent screaming, just absolutely freaking out, having a meltdown. It's so good. Um anyways, that's my silly goofy. Just having a silly goofy great
Time.
time reading.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on
Yeah.
with you?
I've been honestly taking my time finishing up that Mary Magdalene book.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I like don't want to rush through it, so I'm like forcing myself to go slow.
Mm.
And then I haven't started it yet, but I'm gonna start it tonight. The like last book in that Hades and Persephone series.
Mm.
Um, I don't know. They kind of lost me a little bit, but
I
I'm like, well,
haven't
now I have
started
to
it
finish
yet.
it. Like I can't not
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
finish it at this point.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with that one. And
Mm.
then um yeah, I don't know. So that's that. And then I got you posted it the same day that they arrived at my house, all the bedazzle things.
Mm-hmm.
So I did my headphones
So cute.
and my phone.
Oh my
Um
God.
the phone don't look too closely, but um it's been fun. And then I started like making little bracelets and stuff again, like like the string bracelets like from when we were little.
Yeah.
Those have been really fun.
I
Um
love that.
yeah.
I've been
Other than that, I've
bedazzling a
just been
purse.
working away.
Yeah. Been doing I've been working a lot too. But on fun stuff.
Yeah,
All fun stuff.
it is fun.
Well, shall we get into our topic today?
Yes, let's.
The sacral chakra. Now, I don't want to play favorites, but this is a favorite of mine, which is weird to have a favorite chakra. But It's very connected to manifestation and creativity. It's that like life force. So I'm really excited to talk about it today because I feel like in my own sort of like healing journey, and with, I mean, I would say the vast majority of my clients, there's a lot of, we'll get into like why and how to like work through it, but there's a lot of stuck energy here. I think especially for women.
Mm.
So it's just a really powerful energy center to work with. But do you want to introduce some of the, or do you want me to keep going?
You can keep going.
What do you got on the sacral?
Well, just for an overview, the
Mm-hmm.
sacral chakra is like just below like your belly button. It's still in
Mm-hmm.
kind of like your tummy area, I guess, but below your belly button. Its color is orange.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe its element is water, right?
Mm. I actually
Um,
don't always think of them in the elements, but
yeah.
yeah,
And then I think like we haven't done the heart chakra yet, right? Is
I don't think so.
I just
I don't
remember it
know.
one time because I don't know, somebody explained to me how my heart chakra is sitting in my sacral. So like the heart I think is fire and it's like sitting in water. I don't know. So that's why I remember that.
Interesting.
But it's associated, like Sadie said, with like manifestation and creativity and all these things, but it's also your emotions and your sensuality, your pleasure, relationships, intimacy, like being in a flow state and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, if you think about it like its location, it's where our reproductive organs are.
Yeah.
So it's very connected to that life force energy and how the sacral like how it manifests as like a block or how you would know that there's an imbalance there. The block is shame and scarcity. So this is where we want to, this is like abundance is a theme of the sacral. And it gets blocked when we hold shame. So
Yeah.
um there's this weird underlying belief that most of us have that who we are is bad. And it sounds kind of like silly when we say it out loud because we're like, well, of course that's not true. But there's sort of this interesting, and I honestly, it probably ties back a lot to like, we like going back to the Mary Magdalene episode where like we're taught about this like original sin and we are sinners and all that like the bad, bad,
Yeah.
bad stuff. That blocks the sacral. That's shame around who we are. And so there's a fear. It's not like that it's not a fear around we did something bad. It's a fear that you
We
yourself
yeah.
are bad. Who you naturally are is not okay. And that manifests as shame. Of course, too, like shame around sexuality, big connection to the sacral because our sexuality is linked there. So it's really powerful if you feel like, and other signs where there's an imbalance here or a block. I don't like to say block. I will say like imbalance is having like shitty boundaries, really struggling with boundaries, struggling with like codependency. You need to be needed and you feel like you need somebody else. If you feel like when it comes to manifestation, like you get what you need, but you can't get more than that. Or it's like you have just barely enough. Like it's like you always have enough, but you struggle to get past that.
Yeah.
So our root chakra right below it at the base of our spine, that's survival. That's getting our basic needs met. The sacral is where we're established and we get to our wants met. So the sacral is having more than enough. It's our desires. So when we have our basic needs met in the root, the sacral's inviting us to tap into like, okay, so you're good. You're alive. You have what you need to survive. So then what? What comes after having your needs met? What do you want? So it's really if you struggle with knowing like you're having clarity around like what does dream life mean to you, or like what are your passions, what are your dreams. That can also be, there's like shame clouding that up, or there's scarcity. If you feel like a lot, like you learn about manifestation, or we talk about spell work and things, and you're like, why does that work for like everyone but me? That's holding scarcity and shame in the sacral. That's connected to that too. And so how we work through that is like really considering like what kinds of shame are we holding on to? What stories were we told about what is bad, or what weird, like what, again, when we say them out loud, we're like, oh, that's irrational. That's not true. But a good mantra is just simply like, I am good. I am enough. I am worthy. I am valuable, for the sacral, to start healing those themes of shame and scarcity that get stuck here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm used to you see. Yeah, keep going.
I went for a long time.
But yeah, so what are some signs that it's like super healthy and balanced?
Yeah, I feel like having like good boundaries, having a good sense of self, feeling like you're safe to want more. There's no shame around wanting more. You're excited to create, to sort of there's like a willingness to like go past your comfort zone. I feel like when your sacral's activated, it's like that creativity flowing, the ideas are flowing, the intuition is turned on, right? Like our intuition, we think a lot about the third eye, but it's also that the gut
The gut
feeling. And
feeling.
yeah, so feeling very like present,
Hmm.
grounded. All these three lower chakras, you know, they're that presence, that groundedness. It's very connected to safety. So it's like owning who we are, owning what we want, not feeling guilty or ashamed that we want more. It's like that feeling of like, oh, I should just be grateful for what I do have. You know, when you were little and
Yeah.
your parents were like, you have to finish your plate because there's kids starving in Africa. And like they would love to have that food on your plate. And there's this shame around like you should be grateful for what you do have because other
Yeah.
people have less. And of course, it sucks that that is true, that there are people in our world suffering, but it doesn't, it's like this knowing that it doesn't do anyone any good to like withhold from yourself, or like be ashamed, tell yourself you should just be grateful for what you do have. You're not allowed to want more just because that's what's
Yeah.
going on in the world,
Yeah.
because that's scarcity, right?
Yeah.
That's that we actually can be of better use to the world when we are in abundance, when our energy is overflowing, when our abundance in any capacity, when we have more money we can help more people. Like that's true, right? Like it doesn't help to have less just because other people have less.
Right. Like to
So
make yourself also suffer.
yeah. Yeah. So that's the it's that abundance mindset of I'm allowed to want more, I'm allowed to take up space. And I think like your sacral being active and balanced, it's not about um not feeling the fear around those things, but it's like being very aware and willing to step out of the comfort zone. It's like that willingness to pursue your desires, pursue more, feeling excited and creative and free to do those things, I think.
Yeah. When you say like an unbalanced sacral
Mm-hmm.
chakra, are you like also talking about when it's like overactive?
Yeah, I guess I could go both ways. I think I guess I don't always think about it, but yeah, there's like underactive and overactive. I think um I did you just hear that baby?
The whole time I
That's
haven't been able to tell if it's been
a
Boo
cat or a
or
baby.
yeah.
That's Marlo. A baby, a human baby. He's really cute.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I think like it could go either way. I guess I haven't always distinguished like what does it mean when it's overactive or what it does it mean when it's underactive.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, the ways that that can manifest is like you get things, but then maybe overactive would be the part of that where when you like manifest things, but then you have a hard time like keeping them.
Hmm.
Like you're like, oh, I manifested the bonus of my on my paycheck, but then I spent it all like
Yeah.
really like crazy and like irresponsible, you know?
Yeah.
That could be like an overactive. So it's like you're like getting stuff, but then you have to like get rid of it.
Yeah.
Um I feel like that could be a sign of overactive. So it's yeah, there's a lot of it's like you can manifest, but you can't keep it. You struggle to keep it. You feel like things keep getting pulled out from under you. You can only like get so far, and then there's like this like ceiling in place.
Yeah.
Because it again, it's like the wants, the desires, the more than enough. That we're trying to create like safety around.
Yeah. I was thinking about it too, kind of like a overactive is kind of like um being over emotional. Um
Mm-hmm.
kind of like like really kind of um I don't like saying too sensitive, but like I can't think of another way to say that right now. But
Yeah,
do you
yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? Kind of like really, really,
Like
really
really
emotional,
reactive.
really reactive, where like maybe, you know, if it's like under like an imbalanced in the opposite way is like
Yeah.
kind of like really
Like,
disassociated, disconnected kind
yeah.
of
I'm
thing.
thinking too, like having like underactive, you just have like really shitty boundaries, like to let people walk all
Yeah.
over you, and overactive might be like where you're just like the
Boundary
boundary, like you're
city.
going
Yeah.
insane with the boundaries, and it's like there's so many rules, and people have to tiptoe around you or something, where
Yeah.
you're just like, you can't do that. That's you know, like
Yeah.
I've been watching Love Island lately, and they keep doing like this one guy is just Love Island UK. This one guy, he's awful, but all the girls love him. I hate him. I hated him. I don't hate him, but I don't like him from day one. The
It's
second
okay
I
to
saw
say
his
you
face,
hate
I
him.
knew. He sucks, but it just reminds me because him and his girl are constantly they're like placing new boundaries, and he's got like 27 boundaries. You know, it's like
Boundaries.
because he's such a shitty person
Yeah.
as a partner that they keep having to do this, but that's what it makes me think of like just being that like not being able to just kind of like relax and be like, I can't control what everyone does. So
Yeah. I can
there's
only control
a
how I
balance.
react. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a balance to because when you create so many boundaries that people are like tiptoeing around you and they think they're gonna get in trouble saying or doing anything,
Yeah.
that could be like
Also.
overactive.
Yeah.
There's balance with everything.
Okay, so now we have an imbalanced sacral chakra.
Mm-hmm.
How are we healing it? How are we, or even like activating it? Is that the same thing?
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, that's a good question. So I think they would work together, but I would start with if you want to go into more of the shadowy type healing, let's say. Um it would be really thinking about like first of all, like what is shame to me? We all might have a little bit different definitions of that and separating
Yeah.
it like shame versus guilt too. Guilt
Mm.
is more associated with the root, shame more associated with the sacral, but these are both really important. And then thinking about
Sorry.
like
I'm so sorry. I just really looked at us for a second and I'm so sunk
oh, because
down in
I'm
my
all leaned
chair.
forward. I'll
I'm
lean
gonna
back.
sit up for a second. Hang
Me
on.
excited because it's a sacral. Okay. I'll lean back a little.
Yeah. Now we're the same size.
Um, so think about the most recent time you experienced shame.
Hmm.
This is what I do in a client session. I'll be like, okay, like talk to me about shame. What does that feel like to you? What does that mean to you? How's it playing a role in your life right now? When is the most
Hmm.
recent time you experienced shame? Whether that was a lot of us are shaming ourselves.
That's
The
what I was just gonna.
self-shaming is so brutal. But we learn this from somewhere. It's not, we learn
Yeah.
this. So we want to think about, but others can make us feel shame too. Of course. So think about the most recent time you experienced shame. Take yourself back to that, relive it, bring that shame, feeling of shame into your body. really think about, what am I experiencing right now? Like, does it move fast or slow? Where in my body does it feel like, if I had to like draw this or animate it, like what would this feeling look like? And then take yourself back to, okay, feel it in your body, turn up like the dial on the shame in your body, get uncomfortable for a second, and then go, okay, when is the first time I can recall feeling this way? Don't get in your head about it has to be the actual factual first time you experienced it. It's just the first time you can remember. It might have been when you were 20, it might have been when you were 4. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's no big deal. It's just like, where does your mind take you? That's what's important. So for me, I can think back to, like, right now I'm not pinpointing a specific memory, but I'm like, this takes me back to like grade school, being in Catholic school, religion class, that kind of thing. Learning like that, like there were certain things that were shameful that like around like being a woman or sexuality or these things I can think of, just like sin as a concept, right?
Yeah.
Just generalizing, but you want to actually try to pinpoint a specific memory and relive it, and then take your younger self aside, whether that was 1 year ago or 20 years ago or whatever, and you want to rewrite the story. So you want to explain to them in a way that they'll understand. So if I'm going to 7-year-old me, hey babe, come here, we got to talk. I'm talking to a 7-year-old. I'm not like, this is just the shadow aspect of your, or I'm not like, well, Mary Magdalene, I'm the original, I'm like, hey, I'm talking to you very simply, like a child would understand. And you can do this as a writing exercise. You can speak out loud. You can do this in the mirror. You can close your eyes. You don't have to worry about it being super like deep meditation. It doesn't have to be anything like that. Use your
Yeah. Or like
imagination.
correct.
Yeah. And you just want to have that conversation with them and explain and say, hey, this is what you're learning about. This is what I know now. This is what I've experienced. This is why this isn't true.
Hmm.
And check with them. Be like, do you understand? Does that make sense? They might say no, and you just try again.
Yeah.
But it's like, what did they need to hear in that moment that they were experiencing the shame? Hey, it's valid for you to feel upset right now, but let me explain to you why this happened. Sometimes we feel shame around, with clients. A lot of times we're being brought back to memories of like on a playground and other kids like shaming for something, like bullies, right? And so explaining like just as best as you can, what the reality of that situation is, rewriting a new story, and then asking your younger self, how would you like this to go instead? And creating a new memory. And this is what's really important, is this is La La Land, okay? They can like, this memory can be anything. They can be like, well, Little Mermaid showed up and she took me for a swim. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's like whatever. And so we are shifting the perspective, and then we're making a new memory essentially. And we're
Yeah.
healing that shame that we learned. We're explaining it. And then you can just like give your younger self a hug and play through that new version of the story, even if it's very like silly and whimsical. And then you can come back to the present. That's what I do in client sessions when we work through each of the chakras and their different blocks. But for shame, it's just important to think about like, where did I learn this? A lot of us, it's like religious programming. Sometimes it's, it can also be like parents. Even if we had great relationships with our parents, like stuff gets passed down. Sometimes they teach us things. I learned a lot of weird, and it's like popping up for me again recently, with like money stuff. And I'm like, why am I so weird about certain money things, like being around somebody with like a lot of money? And I'm just like, no, don't. I'm like, it creates a tightness in me. Well, that's because like my parents were really young when they had me, and so I was told like no a lot, and it was like, don't ask for things because we don't have a lot, so you should just be
Yeah.
grateful. I was so it's like, yeah, that made sense. There's context to that. They were really young. That was true, but like I felt like shame when I experienced those things. It wasn't my parents being bad or anything. It was just the reality of the situation, and I go, oh, okay. I don't, that wasn't me needing to feel bad that I had wanted something. That's like, I'm a kid. Of course I want to go to
Yeah.
McDonald's and get a Happy Meal, right? It's not something to be feel shame. So that's what I mean. It's like sometimes it's really lighthearted and kind of little. It's like, oh yeah, every time I asked to go get a new toy, I was told no, money doesn't grow on trees, and I felt shame, even though it wasn't meant to make me feel bad.
Right.
That's just what I experienced. So it's things like that, and just Pam and I talk about tapping every single episode.
Yeah.
Tap on those things, on those memories, tap on just because I feel shame around money, just because I feel shame around wanting more, just because money is very connected to the sacral too. Just because I feel shame around, anything, wanting to leave a relationship, wanting a different job, feeling like I should just be grateful for what I do have because other people have less or are struggling with XYZ, anything you have shame around. I've tapped a lot around the shame of like past sexual experiences. A lot of them not my fault, but like, healing from those types of things, really powerful. Just because this happened to me doesn't mean I'm gross or bad or was asking for it or, like those kinds of things. So, shame is very sticky and heavy and complicated and can show up in a lot of different ways. But that inner child time traveling thing I do with clients, tapping, rewriting literally stories. Those are some of my favorite ways to start the healing
We just
process.
scratch our waters at the same time.
Synchronicity.
Don't forget to hydrate, folks.
Very
Okay, two
important.
things. One, do you still have your Rich Witch available tapping?
I do. I do. I actually just put it back up, which is so funny.
Okay,
That's a
so
great one.
quick promo for that, really quick.
Yeah, go get my Rich
Tapping on.
Witch. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a really good sacral one. It's to heal your money story. So
Hmm.
it's like I call it a challenge. So it's 7 guided tappings, so you're one for each day of the week, and you repeat it for 4 weeks. And it's so good. I've literally had hundreds of people go through it and manifest and like play it like a game. Like decide in the beginning, this is, I want to manifest this much like extra surprise money. And even if it's like I got a free coffee, count that towards the total. Like
Yeah.
that would have cost me $8. Or somebody gifts you. I mean, I remember one person was like, "Yeah, I've been needing a new lawnmower. My neighbor gifted me a lawnmower." I'm like, "That's a few $100 you just manifested.
Yeah.
That's sick." So like let it be a game. But yeah, the Rich Witch. If you just go to my like lnk.bio link that's in the show notes, and you click that, you can get it there. It's really, really fun. I filmed that when I was in Bali. The vibes are very good for that too. Like
Yeah.
it's just a good time. Yeah.
Okay, and then my other one, can we go back to when you said like you were starting to walk through like what you do with clients and you're like
Hmm.
dial up the shame? What does that mean?
Mm.
Can you explain?
Okay, so at that point, so you're thinking of a recent time you experienced shame.
Okay, so the thinking of the memories is dialing it up.
So
That's
you
what you mean.
want to so you want to feel the feeling of shame in your body. When I feel shame, my face gets flushed. I feel like a pit in my stomach. I feel my anxiety is connected to that. And so it's when I say turn up the dial, the feeling
Okay.
because you want your body to be experiencing it, and so then you
Yeah.
can trace the memory back to, and then you're like asking yourself, when's the first time you remember feeling this way in your body?
Okay. Got
So
it.
that's what I mean. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
wanted to clarify. I have a really hard
Yeah.
time with things when people are like tune inwards. I'm like, what does that
What does that
mean?
mean? Yeah, so try to find the emotion. And if it's not the most recent time you experience shame, but like a somewhat recent time, but you just a way for you to like really tap into that feeling, and it's uncomfortable, but just literally like replay it like a movie so that you can get yourself back in the memory because you want the feeling in your body. You're
Yeah,
like re-experiencing it, so you and then be like, what would this feel like? Yeah, it's like on the feeling like the pit in my stomach gets even bigger and heavier, and then like, okay, when's the first time I remember this feeling exaggerated?
yeah,
It's to help your body and your brain like take you there. Yeah.
got it. That makes
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sense.
So
Um,
that's healing.
yeah, I think other
Activating. Shake your ass. That's a great sacral.
I was gonna say that too for healing. Like I think
Yeah,
that
yeah,
that
yeah.
is those are hand in
Mm-hmm.
hand kind of
Mm-hmm.
for that. Um and also like I guess like for healing and activating, these are kind of both for that, but I was gonna say
Yeah.
like shake your booty, dance around,
Mm-hmm.
like move your hips.
Mm-hmm.
And then like do something creative. Like it doesn't have to be this
Yep.
grand project. Like grab a coloring book or
Yeah.
like make the bracelets like I was talking about before. Like
Mm-hmm.
anything. Like you're just
Yeah.
um I don't know, like any kind of like little creative thing. It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
anything
Anything
crazy.
creative and anything I know pleasure has a sexual undertone, but it doesn't have to mean it in that
No.
sense is very sacral. But also it that is a great sacral activity
Yeah.
to have some fun alone time in that sense. It is a good sacral activity. But yeah, anything creative, anything I mean, I'm thinking of like pleasure activity of just like go buy your like favorite like fruit and just like eat it
Yeah.
really slowly like while laying in the sun. Like
Yeah.
things that like feel good. It's like romanticizing life. Things just
Yes.
for the pure sake of like this would feel really good. It's like that juicy energy.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of like Taurus energy where that can
Yeah.
be really
Very
like sensual
sacral.
and sexual, but
Yeah.
it's kind of that like we are really like romanticizing. We are like
Mm-hmm.
really taking pleasure in the bag of chips that you're eating.
Yeah,
Like
being
whatever.
very present
Yeah,
with,
exactly.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, like a bag of chips can be the sacral
So good
activation.
sometimes. Even like, you know how sometimes like water is just so good?
Yes,
Like
yes,
that
yes, yes,
kind of
yes.
thing where you're like where that same kind of feeling where like you drink water and you're like, ah, this is so
This
good.
is so good.
Like
Yes,
kind
yes,
of
yes,
like when
yes.
you wake up in the middle of the night and you like gulp down water and
Yeah,
you're like, I've
this is
never
the
felt
best
so alive.
water.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the best water I've ever had in my entire life.
Like
Or
that
like,
feeling.
I'm thinking of like I mean, I don't know, everyone camps, but like, you know, when you just had a day where you're like, God, I can't wait to get in the shower when I get home. I mean, when
Yeah.
I just went to Comic Con and it was just, I think it was just a lot of people's energy. It was very
Oh,
busy there.
yeah.
It was a great time. So fun, so cool.
Yeah.
But I was like,
No, but it's a
oh,
lot
I
of
can't wait to
people.
get home and shower, you
Yeah.
know? And it just, it was like one of those like extra, one of those showers that you just, it was like an extra. I was like, oh, I was in a nice hotel.
Yeah.
There was like really good fancy soap. And I was just in there for ages because I was just like, ugh, this is so great. See, girl, like just like
Yeah.
being very present with it's very like Venus Aphrodite vibes too. I feel
Yeah.
like it's like that
That's
like
Taurus energy.
enjoyment
Yeah.
of like the present. How do I make whatever I'm doing because you deserve to feel good just for the sake of feeling good. It's that like it's like I need to drink water to survive, but the water I could squeeze some lemon in it. I could I could whisper affirmations into it.
Yeah.
That's moving up into the sacral of the like the pleasure, the wants, the desires, the creativity, the pleasure energy. So it's like it's turning up the notch on like the things you already
Yes.
do for more pleasure filled existence. The I love the Gala Darling. She always says like your number one job is to feel good, and I say that all the time too. And that's like my I try to remember that when I'm getting a little like monotonous in my routine or just feeling like ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, like oh my God, this past Sunday I felt awful. I
You did too?
just things going on in the world, man. I was just crying all
Oh,
day.
I couldn't get out of bed on Sunday until like 4 o'clock. Like I was out of commission. Well,
I
I
was
was in like a
so
ton of pain,
anxious.
but
Yeah.
I couldn't get out of bed.
Yeah, I was super anxious. I was crying. And I was just like, what is going on? It's like, it was just, and it was like, it wasn't the part of my cycle where I would feel like that or
Yeah.
anything. It was so weird. I think it was just
Other
stuff going on in
things.
the world and
Yeah.
things. Yeah. But,
What about like physical things that can represent the sacral chakra?
mm, well, we talked about like shaking your booty,
Yeah.
movement, um, going for walks, stretching, um,
Like,
I
are there specific crystals?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Things like that.
So anything, so citrine is a great, like, that's like sacral and solar plexus. Anything, you think about the color orange. So anything orange is going to be very activating for the sacral. So orange crystals. If you, you know, you could turn on orange. I have like color changing lights, right? Like you could turn on orange colored lights while you're stretching on your yoga mat. You could, there's great sacral frequencies on YouTube.
Yeah.
Eating orange foods,
Hmm.
literal oranges,
Yeah.
and and really enjoying it while you're doing it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, with any of the chakras, you can definitely think about it in like the in like colormancy type terms, like very literal. If you want to activate a certain chakra, what color is it associated with? Crystals, candles. I love a road opening spell, and I always use orange
I do
candles for
too.
that.
Yeah.
That's very sacral. Opening the road, it's like clearing out those blocks that are telling scarcity, shame, what all this funky stuff. Blasting those with dynamite. I always picture them as rocks, and I'm just like, exploding them out of the way so the path is open. So yeah, doing spells with orange candles. Um, I feel like sometimes magic is very literal, you know? It's
Yeah.
like, okay, how do I work with the color orange because I'm
Yeah.
activating my
Wear it.
sacral right
Yeah.
now. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, 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 exactly. Wear it, paint with it.
Yeah.
Crystals. Yeah, 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 exactly. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I think I'm trying to look at my notes here. Um, at the base of it, it's really just coming back to clearing out any subconscious underlying story about being bad. That's kind of the simplest thing. So I regularly that one runs deep in me. I have this weird fear that comes back again and again of being in trouble in like a little kid way. And I'm like, I'm an
Yeah.
adult and nobody is in charge of me.
Yeah.
Why do I constantly feel like I'm going to get in trouble? I have this one runs really deep in me, this feeling that I am bad. So I tap on that regularly, and it's just like I'll just like do like 10 rounds of just like I'm good, I am good, I am good, I am good, I am good, and just like that's at the very simplest. It's just that like believing who you are is good instead of bad.
Yeah.
That's I mean that's what I would just summarize that in if
Yeah.
you want to work with this, if you feel really like called to that. Believing who you are is good because then
Yeah.
that branches out into being worthy enough, valuable
Yeah.
enough, safe enough, and willing to, like, we talked about earlier, kind of like that willingness to step out of your comfort zone and pursue those things you really want in your life.
Yeah. And like feel truly
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Be really
deeply.
connected to
Yeah.
your feelings, your emotions, safe to place boundaries and know that when you do, people aren't gonna like abandon you, turn on you, be
Yeah.
mad at you. Yeah.
And then also knowing that if when you do that, if they do, then
Not
you're
for
going to be
you.
fine either
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
There's a really good, that like final step of manifestation of surrender. I think there's a lot of good surrender energy in the sacral and the solar plexus because that's really when we move up to that, that's very it's our identity. And like both of those, it's just knowing that like either way, I'll be okay. If this doesn't work out, this person, this opportunity, this was the theme of the reading I did today, on for a client, that it's just like this or something better. And not only choosing to believe that, but like making that decision, this or something better, and then taking responsibility for that and being like, so I'm going to make that be true.
Yeah.
That didn't work out. Okay, well, then it's up to me to decide. Then it's something better. And
Yeah.
going for that, pursuing that, feeling really like grounded in that. That's a matter of fact in your life. Like when something doesn't work out, doesn't mean anything about you. You're not bad. You don't suck. It just means something better is on its way.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the sacral. I don't
That's
know.
the
That's what I got on the
sacral.
sacral. It's my favorite one to work with.
Yeah. And also, like, if you're listening to this and you're like, huh, I have some work to do on my sacral, like, don't feel like you have to do every single thing that we just talked about,
Yeah.
like, immediately. Like, take your time with it. Like,
Yeah.
be gentle with yourself, be gentle with, like, your womb area if you are a womb having person.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and, just be gentle. Because
Yeah.
if you're shaming yourself into healing it, you're kind of like negating the purpose.
Yeah, and with every theme we talk about, every chakra has its own thing to heal, its own
Yeah.
sort of block, how it manifests. It doesn't have to be completely healed
No.
to move forward. Lord knows I've healed a lot and I still got a lot to go and it's never done. There's no end
No.
point, end game. And so it's like um don't wait to be healed enough to go after what you want or oh I'll have better boundaries when. No.
Yeah.
Right? Or I'll I'll start, making art when. Like, no, no, no,
Yeah.
start now. Make
Just
shitty
start
art.
now.
Be messy when you place your boundaries and don't do it perfectly or well, whatever. It's like
Yeah.
we're not here to do things just
Perfectly.
right,
Yeah.
perfectly. I think sacral energy, there's no shame around being a little chaotic, messy when you're trying new things, you're pushing boundaries for yourself, stepping out of that comfort zone. There's like a permission slip there, I think, too. Don't be ashamed when the first time you do something or the 17th time you do it or the 100th it sucks or you did it wrong. Who cares?
Yeah.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. So, yeah, this episode's your permission slip to really, really tune into more than enough wants, desires, and having fun with the creative, intuitive process of like really honoring those things and going after those
Yeah. And
things.
to shake your ass.
And shake your ass. Most importantly, shake your ass. Honestly, I forget about that. That's the best. You want the best energy shifter. I mean, my go-to is like maybe a little Beyonce or something, and just get to twerking. And then I'm like, wow, I feel a million times better. Why didn't I think of that 3 days ago when this whole I should have done that on Sunday. You know what? I'm gonna do that after this.
Mine has been my like nostalgia playlist that I made. I just dancing
Oh,
around my whole apartment. It's so good.
I love that.
Yeah.
So shake your ass. In
In
conclusion,
conclusion.
shake your ass. That'll be the title of this episode. Shake your ass to heal your sacral. To ditch the shame and scarcity. Pam, what do you got going on right now for the listeners? You
Um,
have a very, I feel like a
very
very
sacral
sacral
challenge. Yeah.
challenge going on. Tell us about
Yeah.
it.
So it's really perfect timing, this
Mhm.
episode. So I just I'll sit up for this. Oh my God, I moved my whole computer. Um,
Uh-oh.
I have so I just launched the Soft Rebellion Challenge, and I'm really, really excited about it because one, it's the first time I've ever done anything like this, so that's exciting in of itself.
Hmm.
But for me personally, it's also really exciting because it's really cool to like bring something that you've been like practicing for yourself and like
Hmm.
try to build a community this way. I really anyways, so it's called the Soft Rebellion Challenge, and it is truly built for anyone that is just like so tired of hustle culture, of this like culture that our society has built, that really just like pushes us to abandon ourselves. And this
Yeah.
challenge is a really great way for you to choose yourself, to choose joy, to reclaim like your energy, your magic. And it's about like building self-trust. and taking your power back and completely romanticizing your life on your own terms, about like finding your glimmers every single day. I think that's so cheesy, but it's like the best. Like it's such a
Like
great way to put
that's
it.
how I live life.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It really
And
changes everything. It will
it
completely
does.
transform your life to be
It
present for those
does.
things and appreciative.
Yeah, so it's a 30-day challenge. We begin on August 18th.
Mm.
And it's really here to just help you, you know, continue learning and doing and choosing yourself instead of continuing a cycle of like burnout and perfectionism. Because romanticizing your life is not the same thing as it being perfect. Like
Hmm.
we were talking about before, really
Yeah.
like indulging in great things, noticing like the butterflies that are flying
Yeah.
around or the way the birds sound. So this is your invitation to join me in the Soft Rebellion Challenge to slow down a
Yay.
little bit, like notice our surroundings more, notice our world more, notice what brings us a lot of joy and like sparks a lot of magic for us. Not in an attempt to escape anything or escape the world, but to kind of bring more joy into our own lives, bring more joy
Yeah.
to others. And right now, for the low, low price, until August 4th, we have
Hmm.
the like pre-sale price of $11.11. So it's 11.11
Wow.
until August 4th, and then the raises, and then it's a 30-day challenge that starts August 18th, and registration closes August 15th. So hurry up.
Beautiful. Go get signed up.
Yeah, otherwise you can find me at Velvet Snake Oracle on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And I have psychic mediumship readings and other really cool offers that you can look at in the links. Take it away,
Yay.
Sadie.
At I am Sadie Olson on Instagram and TikTok. I have been just blowing up on Instagram lately. It's so fun, and I'm having so much fun talking to everybody about the books I'm reading and giggling at memes together and all the things. So thank you, everyone. If there's new listeners, hi. We're so happy you're here. I have my free scripting guide in the link, as well as the Rich Witch Challenge, which is an amazing way to heal shame around money specifically and have a really fun time, spending 30 days just playing the game of, how good can it get? Can I manifest this money? And you get access forever to it. So you can just do it at your own pace. You can do it over and over again whenever you want to revisit those things. So check out the Rich Witch Challenge. And coming back very, very soon, next week at some point, my art and magic shop, which it's been years since I had one, but I will have my spell candles back up there. I will have, which right now is a self-love spell, a protection spell, and a releasing spell. Those are the three I have right now. And I'm also going to have some hand painted art. I'm going to have an option for customs. I had a bunch of interest over the jacket that I painted. So I'll have those take me a really long time, but I will have very limited spots to either get the same design as my jacket or we can custom create that. So it's going to be art and magic very, very soon.
Goodness, that's so exciting. And
Um,
I never mind. That's not an appropriate time to talk about that. But that's really exciting for you. I was gonna say something about my own thing, but that's not right for right now. But I was gonna say that I've been like experimenting with things. Maybe we can make a giggly witches
We
candle.
should. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And all the smell candles before it was just the candle, but I'll be including a little jar of custom mixed herbs for each one too, which will be
Mm.
fun. So you can dress your candle and all of those things. So very excited to bring that back. And my tarot readings are gonna go away. I don't know for how long, but if you want to get a reading with me, book it in August because I just have the intuitive nudge to focus on the physical product stuff that I'm really excited about right now. I'm just having so much fun like creating with my hands things.
Hmm.
So if you want to get a reading, book it now because that's going to go away very soon. My calendar's pretty open, but after like 5 or maybe like 8 are booked, I'm going to shut it down. shut it down. So get in
Shut it
there.
down. And then after
um,
August, book with me.
yes. If you really want to book in August, but you don't see a time slot that works for you, just DM me. I have a pretty open schedule, but between like coaching clients and just the time I set aside for other work, I'm doing the art projects that I want to put in the shop, all this stuff. I just have certain hours set. But if you're like, I really need a reading, but it's not, doesn't work with my work schedule or something, just DM me. It's fine. I got you. But yeah, I'm only gonna accept like maybe like 5 more people for August. So get in there. That's what's going on with me. Catch Giggly Witches on YouTube, Apple, Spotify. Leave us a review. And just a reminder, we are going to every other week, but we have some really cool guests, some really cool deep dive episodes coming up for you in the coming weeks and months. So thanks for listening. Stay giggly, witches.